Okay, so could you just introduce yourself, tell us a little bit about you?
Yep, my name's Piercy and I'm a Community Sport Development Officer here at the University of Sunderland.
Okay, Emma, so you obviously like to get involved with sport. How would you describe your your fitness at the minute, your current sort of fitness levels? What's your regime at the minute?
Fitness levels are relatively okay. I exercise 3 times a week here at the university whilst on my lunch break, so it makes it a little bit easier for access wise. I tend to do a Monday, Wednesday and a Friday and break it up between exercise classes and gym activity.
Okay, so there's not a lot of running in there. Do you ever do any running on the treadmill or anything like that?
I tend to do a little bit, but as I mentioned, I do it on my dinner hours, so there's not a lot of time to get a good run on there. What I tend to do on a weekend is, if I'm feeling up for it, the odd Sunday morning when I get up, I will go out and take myself on a 3 to 4 mile run.
Cool. So what is your running history like? What's your running pedigree?
I wouldn't necessarily say I've got much of a history. I've done a couple of your 5Ks, your Race for Life races, which I thoroughly enjoyed. Got a great sense of satisfaction from starting them and finishing them. But this is good. This is a 10K, so this is double that. So I am looking forward to it, but I'm a little bit anxious at the same time.
Okay, is that when you do these races? Is it the sort of being able to complete it? Is that what you look for? Is that your sense of achievement right there?
Yeah, very much so. I do enjoy the Race for Life, taking part in them, and I'm going to do another one this year as well, just because of the history of it, raising money for cancer research, which is close to many families. But this 10K, I see it as a progression for myself, because I'm lucky enough to have been given a place for the Great North Run. I've just had the confirmation of that through. So if I can comfortably do the Sunderland 10K in June, then I'd like to think that come September for the Great North Run, I should be there or thereabouts with my training.
Yeah, it's sort of the ideal sort of training point, isn't it? Would you be bold enough to make any? Are you looking for any times then for your 10K?
Well, I always said if I ever do a Great North Run, I'd like to do it in just over 2 hours, not much more than that. So if I can do the 10K, which is your 6 miles, in an hour, then I'd be happy with that. But my concern is that if I can do that in an hour, then how do I cope with my 7 mile, my 8 mile and my 9 mile? So I think there's a little bit of work to be done, but if I can do it in an hour, I'll be really happy with that.
And obviously it's maybe better for you maybe to concentrate just in getting the mileage under your belt for this race rather than a specific time to finish it in.
Yeah, very much so. As I say, when I do go out for a run, I tend to just stick to the 3 and 4 miles. So by doing this type of this training with yourselves, I'd like to think that I could get some extra support with knowing how to progress on from my 3 and 4 miles. Because I haven't actually decided how I would go across to your 5 mile and your 6 mile and so on. So I do need a little bit extra support for that.
Cool. All right. Well, we look forward to monitoring your progress.
Thank you.